Hey MPFs and Furby fans, today we're doing a video on how to repair your 2012 Furby if it has a broken chip here. Video inspired by Virtual Zoo. They're struggling with their 2012 Furby, so I thought, well, why not make a video to help them and other people who are going through the same thing. So, just to show this one does not work. Well, it does, but I changed the board out for a broken one that has a broken wire as like an example. Its original board is right here and it works beautifully. This I have put off to the side so I don't lose it. And I have a Furby boom here to show you some methods. So I'll be back once I put a battery in this Furby for you guys to see. Okay, so as you can see, the Furby, well, is out of sync, pretty much. It's just moving randomly and stuff. And so that's because of this board. So, let's move on to the Furby boom. Fully functional. Just pulled it apart for this video. Can put them back together very easily. I have done this a lot. As you see, they're very similar on the inside. They're pretty much identical toys. So yeah. Be back when I got this board out of this Furby. See you then. Okay, I'm back with the board removed. So it's basically the same thing as you can see. Now, I'm going to put it in this Furby and let you see how I do it. Because the wires are shorter. I don't know if it's possible. I'm pretty sure it is, because I remember doing it on another Furby. But that was so long ago, I could have probably just swapped the wires out. I'm not too sure, MPFs and Furby fans, so trial and error. Be right back. If I got it in or not. Okay, so I got the board in place. It is possible. So, as you see, you carefully have to stretch the wires from there to there. Carefully stretch them. If you break one of these wires, you're going to have to resolder them. So, very carefully stretch them across like that. Now, I'm going to put a battery in him live on camera so you guys can see he works properly now. See? It's very easy. So it is possible. Still am going to put his original board in because I want to have them with their original parts. Only making this video to help people. Also, I have a Sonic figure and Shadow, but this video's focus is on Furbies, for example. So on Furby booms, also, I should have mentioned this earlier, but on Furby booms, the reason why the wire is shorter is because their connector is closer to the motor. Like on this one, though, it's farther. And as you can see, yeah. I'll be back in a bit. Just a reminder, don't do this at home by yourself if you're a kid. Have adult supervision, please. Now we're going to do it as if this is the Furby boom's perspective. If you're doing it for a Furby boom repair. So, I will be back once I get the broken circuit board in the Furby boom. As an example. Back in a bit, because the board I put in I thought was broken, but it somehow works. So, be right back. Once I find a broken board. I seriously thought that one was broken. Just a reminder, yours may look different since this one has already been pulled apart. But something that will always be the same. Give me a second to fix my camera. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My camera sometimes gets a little glitched. But I'm back. As a reminder though, yours may look a bit different from mine. But this will always be like that on the Furby boom. I'm not too sure about the 2012s. I haven't opened one up in a while. What hasn't been messed with up here. But these will definitely be like this. So when you're definitely switching them from a Furby 2012 to the booms, make sure you pull these out from there and to make the wires a bit longer to fit. Okay, as a test, I'm going to put a battery in and show you that this board does not work. Even though it looks better than the previous board, somehow, this one doesn't work. And now the Furby boom will just move in random positions. So, that is something to look out for. Now you're going to carefully unplug this. Okay, let me just take the batteries off first. Take the batteries out to give you a bit more of an example on how to do this on a Furby boom and 2012. I'll let you know what is going to be the same on the 2012s and booms. Taking the batteries out is identical to a Furby 2012. Now this is back to this. You're going to carefully pull this out. Oh, shouldn't be doing this while holding my phone, but I'm going to rip the wires. Honestly, I don't care, since this one doesn't work. There. Once that is unplugged, you're going to unscrew that. I don't know if I can do this on camera, but I'll try. Okay, so right now, all what I'm doing right now is the same on a Furby 2012, except for this will be a bit deeper in there, but it will make it harder to remove. Okay, so once you got the board off, you just chuck it off to the side and grab, well, your working board. So this is its original board, so you're just gonna click that in there, grab the screw. At the moment, this is the same on a 2012 Furby. I don't know if I'm going to record doing this on a 2012 Furby as well. So once it's tightened, don't tighten it too hard or you will crack it. And that won't be good. So now you're back at this section and you're going to carefully plug that in, like this. There. Now that's plugged in. Make sure you didn't break any wires. Also, this one's the motor, so do not remove that one, or the Furby will not move at all. And this goes to black pairs of clip wires back there, and this is going to do the same thing as this. So if those are removed, it will do the same thing as this. But this cannot break. Well, it can, but never encountered it, so it's pretty rare. Do not remove this, or you will most likely break your Furby, boom, or 2012. So don't. So once that's back in and plugged in, you're going to flip your Furby upside down, or to me, or as me, slightly, and you're going to put the battery in, or try to. Okay, now that, like that, it should work, and now it's moving properly. While I'm doing this video, I might as well share some other helpful tips. So if your Furby is getting crunchy or struggling a bit to move, but the motor is very strong, I use this special grease I bought off Amazon. Where is it? I don't know where I put it, but if I can find the link, I'll put it in the description so you guys can get some. If I can't find it, I won't. So sorry about that. But I usually grease these here and all the gears in there behind this cover with the motor. I also grease the motor gear so it works. I mainly bought the grease for my trains like this, but yeah. Okay, let's take this battery out and do some more, well, videos or more tips on Furby 2012 and booms. So if this speaker isn't working, this one is. This isn't the original shell, I'm pretty sure. So you're going to take the speaker out and put a ball on the speaker, like a little metal bearing. If that doesn't work, your speaker is kapoots. You need to replace it. So, do not remove the white plug. You will make the eyes darker. That is one of the lights to the eyes. You're going to remove this brown one. I'm not going to do that on video because it's really hard to get back in. And I don't want to struggle. Actually, you know, whatever, I'll do it. Maybe. I don't know. Try not to pull like the wires like me, but I'm risky. If this happens where the clip doesn't come out and the shell comes out too, as you can see, it's an easy fix. You just push it back in. Try not to bend the prongs, or you might have to hot solder, like hot wire it to the prongs. If they're bent or broken off, you'd have to solder the speaker wires to the prongs, what's left. Very hard to do, by the way. They do not like sticking to solder. But let's get to speaker maintenance on our Furby Boom / 2012. This will be identical for the Furby Booms and 12s. Same place, plugged in on the 2012 Furby as well. Right in there, next to the white. Okay, I'll get the video started up again once I take this black cover off without damaging anything. Idea is to bend the outer prong a bit. Try not to snap it though. And then you can remove the cover. Be back when it's off. To be careful because I jabbed myself. It's not really bleeding or anything, but I jabbed myself. Okay, once you're at this point, the wires will be connected into a little hook here. Let's try and get that out. There. Now you got this off, you can put that off to the side. You take your speaker out. For an example, this is my speaker. You're going to put a little ball bearing right there. But as an example, since I don't have one, I'll just put like maybe a screw. Yeah, a screw. So you put the screw on in the center like that, and that usually helps. And it can help fix it. It's usually those two metal / copper wires in there that are broken. That's why that works. But if they're beyond repair, this fix won't work. You'll have to get a whole brand new speaker and resolder it. The wires, doesn't matter if they're on the outside or inner prongs, they'll work the same. They're still connected to the same. So yeah. So basically that's pretty much it. And yes, the screw is stripped a bit. But yeah. So once you're done with that, or you replace the speaker or whatever, the ball bearing fix is not very permanent. I don't recommend it too much to anybody because it isn't a really good fix. Because like it will break faster, like it's not going to be permanent. No speaker is going to be permanent, but it will break like not long after you fixed it. So the ideal is to replace the speaker with another speaker. Don't know what type of speaker it is. It says it's a BE 1600 5 watts or 16 ohm. I'm not too good with this reading speakers, but it's also 5 watts. If you want to read it for yourself, and if you know what to do about the readings, there you go. That's all I can give you, because I really don't know what this stuff really means. I only know what the 5 and W means. It's 5 watts. Okay, I'm going to plug this back into here. Like I said, in the first place, yes, you can still plug it in if it's like this. Make sure the clip, the thing like with all these divots, are pointing out that way. But First of all, you have to put this back on before you can do that. I'll put that back on, guys, and be back when it's done. Okay, I'm back. MPFs and Furby fans. We're back with more, well, Furby stuff, and, well, yes, this is back and connected, as you can see. You're just gonna quietly shove that back in there, like that. Well, if I can line it up, you will. By the way, this piece is the same color, like not the same colors, they're usually not, on 2012 Furbies, but they're the same molds, so you can use a 2012 Furby speaker grill. They're pretty much the same, as you can see, just sometimes they're different colors, sometimes they're the same color as the shell, but usually they're white on the Furby booms, like this shell. Because usually the Furby booms have white shells for some reason. I don't know why they're using a whole bunch of different colors when they could literally just reuse the same color like they were doing to save on plastic for the 2012 Furby. But yeah, whatever. But next thing is if you have a tail sensor issue. And it's not because it's not connected properly to the fabric. It's pretty easy to fix. You're going to remove this metal thing here. Be back when I got it off. Here, if you're a kid, do not do this alone. Have adult supervision. You can easily hurt yourself with tools. I almost jabbed myself in the hand with a screwdriver. Once you got that metal thing out, you're going to look under here and see if this little plastic thing hooked to the ribbon is broken. If it is, just replace it. If it isn't, try replacing the board underneath there. I'm not going to do that and show you that because, well, you know, very hard to do. And I'm not tearing apart this entire Furby just to, well, show you guys. Maybe if I get a broken Furby boom that I can't fix someday, I will do that video. But for now, this is what you're getting. Sorry. Check these wires to see if they're broken, because I did accidentally break one of these wires once. As you can see, there's a little chip in the wire. That happens when you're closing the wires in between the plastic. Try not to do that. Luckily, this one still works. There is going to be a little blue plug on the other side of the front board. Unplug that if it's plugged in and replug it in. If it's unplugged, plug it in. It should work. I don't know about the replug and unplug. I have never done that myself. Just, well, maybe a little helpful tip that might work. That's all I really got about this right now. Maybe check the solder joints here on this board, and yeah. This wire is, well, important / not important. Is to help you get into factory test mode. So, keep that wire soldered there. So, once you're done with that, you're going to click that back in place. Like, well, not really, but you're going to slide this in. This side always has to be on the side it was already on before you removed it. So you're going to click that in there, or hold it in. Sorry about that noise. One of my trains turned on. Scared me for a second. I'm like, what was that? Okay, now you got it pushed in a bit. You can easily shove that in. Try to make it go through the other side like that. Okay, now you're at this point. Push this in as far as you can get it without hurting yourself. I'll do that right now. Not as far as you can get it. Around at least like that. Because, like, that's at least a really good minimum point to stop pushing it in. Because if you push it in too far, it's going to be hard to remove and all that. So, tip, don't push it in too far, push it into like around that. That's the perfect amount of pushed in. And yeah, that's about it for the Furby Booms in 2012 Furby video of tips and repairs. Oh wait, I have one more. Give me a sec. So, if these metal things aren't working, check their solder joints on the inside of the Furby and outside of the Furby. If they're not working, I don't know what to say. If the solder joints are fine, maybe your circuit board got a little water damaged or something. I don't know. And no, you can't replace them with regular tin foil. I tried that. Solder does not stick the tin foil. I even crinkled it up so much, solder still didn't stick. So, you have to use the original ones. If you break the little ball thing off through that, I don't know what to say. Buy a broken Furby boom and take theirs. I don't know what to say then. So, that's all I got for this video right now, but one more tip. So if the eyelids aren't moving, look in the back there to see if these two connections are connected, because the pink thing connecting to the white thing is the eyelids, or the light pink. I don't know what color it is. If they're disconnected, the eyes will be shut and won't open it up. But if they are connected, probably one of the gears broke on the inside. That is not fixable. Unless you want to replace the entire gearbox, that I do not recommend. Very hard, especially on a 98 Furby. I have been trying to repair a 98 Furby because the gearbox broke. It's not going too well. And also, 2023 Furbies, they're pretty much irreparable. You can't even repair them. Like, one of mine got water damaged. It's literally not even repairable. Like, you cannot fix anything on it. If you pull it apart, you can't put it back together. Everything is bad. Like, you can't even take the motor out to replace it. If you do, the gears will all pop out. Unlucky I got the motor out without popping all the gears out, but as an example, let me get a 2023 Furby, gearbox, so you guys can see. Where did I put it? I'll be back when I found it. So this is a Furby 2023 gearbox. These gears will pop out. And to replace the motor, you have to, yeah, you see what I mean? You have to unscrew it and split the two halves. So, pretty much unrepairable. So, take good care of your Furby 2023s, because they're not really repairable. And yeah. So just take good care of them. Oh yeah, a slight difference between 2012 Furbies and Furby booms. This is the tilt sensor on a Furby 2012. The tilt sensor isn't there. It's connected to the big chipboard here. So that's literally one of the only differences. So yeah, that's about it for this video, guys. See you later. MPF out, and Furby fans, enjoy your day. Peace!